Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We back, baby!
Yay!
Ooh! As if we're like officially back. I feel so good.
I know, I love it.
I'm actually really enjoying
Someone
it.
No, I don't want negativity.
Yeah.
Someone commented
straight away as well. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, but someone commented the intro is just unnecessary.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw that as well. Yeah, and it's the first time I wanted to delete a comment because I was like, "You weren't even here to witness the birth of this intro."
You know what's mad? Sometimes I've done it like 3 times. I'll go back to our first few episodes to see how it came about.
Same,
Have
it's
you
like
done
the
that?
7th episode in. We're like you see me on the first one, like we're back, and then it's like baby, and then
And then
all
I
of a
done
sudden
it as a
becomes
joke, and I was like, yeah, now I'm joking. And then I'd done it again, and then we like, that's so cute.
It's nice because it actually happens so naturally. Back again. No, and I noticed a lot of things. Yeah, I was talking to some people about this actually, and the name of like the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was talking to. So I was talking to Semi, my younger brother, and he was giving
Our younger brother.
Yeah, he was giving me some ideas of like this stuff that he wants to create. So you know, if someone comes to you and they're like, "Okay, I've got an idea for this product or this brand, and this is the name of it."
Yeah.
And I told him, when you tell people your idea, although some people might be like, "Oh, I don't really like that," you've got to listen to them, but also be confident in your decision.
Yeah.
Because, for example, there was people I went to with the name Sadly Relatable.
Really?
Before we started, they were like, "Sadly Relatable, nah, I don't really fit this stuff." Or like they were like, "Oh yeah, it's not really a nice thing," or blah, blah, blah. And now when I hear Sadly Relatable, to me it's so smooth, it like fits our vibe so well, and it's like never been done before. Sadly Relatable.
Yeah, that is sad that it's relatable.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we actually we didn't actually start off with the names. Because remember we told this story before.
We were gonna call it Sadly Related because
Yeah,
we
because
were related to each
and
other.
we lived together, so we were like, we didn't have issues. Sorry,
Yeah.
let me just fix the mic. We weren't arguing, but we were just like,
It was a play on being like siblings that
exactly.
have to put up with each other.
And then we were just like, Sadly Relatable, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then with the colour, the reason we went for yellow is because remember when we done blue? You should try and show them.
We've done this before. We've done this where we showed the logo and everything. Yeah.
My memory's bad. But yeah, we done like blue, and then we just said, let's just go with yellow.
I did a black version that looked sick as well.
Yeah, but we wanted to be like different. Do you know what I mean?
I feel you.
And I feel like we've done that, and even our audience.
Don't you feel like we've like matured? Like even the podcast matured. The fact that we've got a studio and a place and everyone's sitting and
like everyone's all adults now. Like even in the comment section, yeah, I'm getting married now. Oh, I was doing this and
Yeah, yeah.
Like it started off with like, I'm in college or I'm in uni, and now it's like
It's only been
adults.
2 years.
No, but
started off with just did my GCSEs. Now I'm graduated.
stats. No, but what I mean is we've even though we do have a younger audience, which I love, and you know what?
They're gonna grow
Someone
with
called
us.
me their like older sister of. I was like, I'm not old. No, and they were like, you're like
You take it back right now.
they were like, you're like our older sister, and I was like, oh my god, I love that. But we do have an older audience as well, which I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
That's
we're
sweet.
so mature.
It's kind of weird. Like I don't know.
What?
Like sometimes, for example, I actually do want to do a shout out to whoever's running our TikTok like page supporting us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much because like they're actually doing so well.
There's
like,
2
clipping
people,
it up.
by the way. You know.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
in-
I've noticed 2 different
No, there's
accounts.
like 3. By the way, guys, like we see you a lot. Like we actually like I follow every single like Sadly Relatable page that there is.
Every time I come up on one, I will. And like even like the things that I'm seeing, it's weird. So I can't even speak. The reason I brought this up is because they've clipped like certain parts of us speaking, and like the videos have gone a little bit viral on TikTok, and it's weird to see people in the comments like, "Oh, this is a very nice way of thinking or speaking," blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And, it's like,
and then also I really appreciate their like YouTube they put where to find it.
Yeah.
And also like I don't know, man. I just love you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It's cute. And it actually helps us a lot because I need to do that, but I get so caught up in everything else that I'm doing, it's hard to clip things. So the fact that you have gone out of your way to clip things and post it for us helps so much and just allows our family to grow.
And also shout out to, because I know there's about 3 accounts, and I think I know who 2 of you guys are, but shout out to you lot for removing the photos of me without my hijab. Like I know.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know I sometimes I feel so bad as well. Not even just for that, but like to you, I felt a bit bad.
Why?
Like I had to send you one of your reels and like.
I don't care. I'm not going to you, wallah. I know you think I
Obviously
care.
you don't care. You want to delete them, but I'm saying, oh man, he would have put so much effort into this.
Yeah.
And obviously you're not going to sit there and be like, oh.
Yeah, I just realized now that you said that there are some I need to go check, because what I did is I went through my page looking for you in the thumbnail, forgetting that there's some videos that have actually got you
Yeah.
the videos.
I sent you some, but
I'll get rid of them as well.
I just feel bad to do it, and I'm just like,
No, it's for the sake of Allah, man. That's
no,
something that
not
stresses
like
me
that.
out.
I mean, for other people as well. I feel bad because I'm in a sense like these people put effort in, and if I had done this sooner, then they wouldn't need to delete it.
Yeah, you feel bad when I'm sitting there editing the podcast and getting rid of episodes. And you know, some episodes have to stay off because I can't blur them.
What do you mean?
Because when episodes that we've edited before in the YouTube app and like cut a bit out can't be blurred. So we've lost like 3 or 4 episodes so far since I've been like blurring them out.
I was covering some of the thumbnails, and then I saw you covered my arms in one. Did I forget to cover the arms in one, or did I just not do that one?
You didn't do that one. I've been doing.
Yeah, slowly going down.
So each day I do 10. I blur 10, and then the next day I'll change all the thumbnails once it's loaded and blur the next 10. And then
I
so
see.
so guys, if you see that there's episodes missing, it's because we're slowly like blurring them and then releasing them.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you guys have anyone watched any of the episodes with blurred? Like, can you sit through it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
feel
different?
like I wouldn't be able to. But I thought, I don't think I'd be
I
able to.
feel like it's going to be harder to gain subscribers. But then again, it's all for Allah. So you know when he said the quote, if when you remove something out of your life for the sake of Allah, he
Like
brings
a
you something
haram,
better. Yeah.
But yeah.
So anyway, how's your first week of being a hijabi?
I feel like I want to speak about you a bit.
Why?
Basically, because I just feel like I'm trying to do this thing because I've noticed I kind of like don't want to make things about myself, and I feel like we don't like, even though I've got so much to say, like can we speak about you a little bit just so it makes me feel a bit better?
Yeah, we'll do it after this. I want to know about your week.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember it. She stayed inside the whole week, didn't go out once. This is her second time wearing the hijab since the episode we filmed.
This is literally the 1 week anniversary of me wearing hijab.
Yeah.
I done it last Friday, and the first day I went out, the first day I went out was we just filmed the podcast, so it technically wasn't even my first day as a hijabi because I came to the office, went straight back home.
Yeah.
So and as you guys know, like I don't really go out, but I did go out yesterday for the first time.
Oh, how's that?
And I have mixed emotions because I think I got about four Uber trips and went to like
Where the hell are you going?
No, as in like there, back, and then went somewhere else and then back.
Okay,
Do you get it? So I love how you're like.
Yeah, with you.
I got like 4 Uber trips and I went into like Pets at Home, and then I also went to, so I'd done like a few different things.
Okay, so you had like an errands day and you're actually out and about.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was technically yesterday my first proper day out as a hijabi. And in the last week, I'll be honest with you, I've been dealing with a lot of comments, which I expected, but then again, I didn't. At the same time, I was like, no, surely not, especially not during Ramadan. But I've just been getting like bombarded, and not even just comments. Like, I've been getting DMs. First of all, I want to speak about the negatives and then the positive after. I've been getting literal DMs from like grown men and women, like, you're actually a disgrace, take it off, you're embarrassing our religion, you're bringing shame to our religion.
Do them comments affect you?
No, so here's the thing.
I was going to say, because he's saying you're a disgrace, you're embarrassment to our religion, take it off. He's telling you to go sin even more.
I know.
So you're just go, do you know what? Go take a shot of vodka, go to the club, enjoy yourself, because you're disgusting.
No.
Yeah, like, what are you saying?
So when you said, did they get to me, I'll explain a little bit now. So I've been getting DMs like that. Like, and I've been getting, my comment section is filled with, but where's your hijab though? This isn't hijab. If you're not going to wear it, if you're not going to do it properly, don't do it.
I don't think that's a thing.
No. We know this. Why? Because we're sane and we're not evil people.
Yeah.
But I just didn't, and it's been hundreds of messages.
Yeah, but Nishan, come on. You got hundreds of messages like that, thousands.
Wait, let me get to what I'm saying. He's acting like I'm saying, I'm going to take it off now, guys, because of those messages.
Sorry, I'm just defensive over you.
No, I'm just letting you know what's been happening.
Okay.
And I've been like reading these comments on my videos, and I'm like, do these people not understand? Like, I'm not stupid. I know that this isn't the correct way of wearing the hijab. But when they say to me, this isn't a hijab, or do it or don't do it properly, I don't get, are they saying to me, go back to wearing crop tops, tight clothes, chest out, belly out? Like, I even said to someone, I was like, would you rather me do that? I replied to someone, and they were like, do what you want, it's your life.
So why are you commenting in the first place?
Like, but with that being said, that's just a few, like, that's what I faced in the first week, if that makes sense, of not going out and just online stuff. And to be honest with you, it did get to me, but again, I was just like, I don't care. Like, it's for Allah.
Do you know what? Can I say something? I genuinely believe there's also people that dislike you that are probably not even Muslim that are just commenting that, not even Muslim.
Yeah.
They're just commenting it just to add to like the hate of like whatever.
I've realized people, I'm not like, oh my God. I'm just like, I didn't really care about that because I'm used to, I've clocked people online are just evil and they just hate their lives. But the thing for me was I kind of got used to those messages. I was like, oh, whatever, like, fine. I'm not stupid. I know Allah's not just going to let this happen to me and not reward me in the end. You get it? So whatever. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, slowly want to start wearing it properly. Obviously, my neck shows and like my hair shows a little bit. But I'm like, bro, this is better than what it was.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And then what happened? Yeah, so yesterday was my first... Oh, no, actually, let me go back to the positives. I'm not going to lie. I had a couple of days where... I was like, bro, you know what? Maybe they're right. You do have a few like moments. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm sitting here, like I'm so strong, I do read some of those comments, and I'm like, you know what? This is actually right. I need like this is embarrassing. Like it gets to you. It's like the shaitan. But then, wallah, and I know it sounds so crazy, but the amount of love I've got, and also Allah putting it in my heart, and the amount of love I have for Allah, this comments, I genuinely think is the thing that has made me keep the hijab on.
Because you see how many people are like, it's proud of you.
My messages and the comments, and I know it's bad to say, but I'm just being completely honest with you guys when I say that right now, my thing, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to be fake, right? So my thing is, I've been wanting to wear the hijab for so long, and I've known that it's fard, like it's obligatory. I have to do it. I've wanted to do it. But it's been a thing where I've not been like excited to do it. Like, come on, why would I be excited to not be able to dress how I want and do what I want and, you know, get a tan and go on holiday? But the community and the comments has made me fall in love with the hijab, and to the point where I can actually say I'm in love with it. And I know this might sound a bit nuts, and I'm saying this to be completely honest as well. This is my first week as a hijabi, but a week ago I wasn't wearing it and I was wearing what I want. And also, if you go on the internet, you can find videos of me without the hijab. So I thought in my head, maybe like when the postman comes, I might not wear it. I might not think it's that deep. Like in my head, I'm like, you're just trying. Or like if I'm on FaceTime and there's someone there, a guy in the background, or if in my head, I thought, I don't know how I'm gonna be. I might just be getting used to it slowly, like, because it's not that deep. You can go see my hair on the internet. But then what I've realized, and what, I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of myself with, even though it's the bare minimum, is I haven't like allowed that to happen. Like with postman, even I was on the phone to my friend and she was with a guy and we were speaking. She was like, oh, you haven't met this guy, have you? And she turned the phone to him. She's not a Muslim and they're not Muslims. But I think she forgot like that I'm a hijabi. And then I quickly moved the phone like, out of reflexes. And I'm the sort of person that feels so uncomfortable, like to make someone feel uncomfortable. So like if someone comes in my house and they're like, oh, is it okay if I freaking draw on the walls? I'll be like, yeah, no, that's fine. And I'll deal with the consequences later. Yeah. So for me to sit and say to someone that probably doesn't understand at all, like, oh no, I'm sorry, you can't see my hair, when even though you can go Google my hair, or a week ago I have my hair off, I felt kind of proud of myself. I was like, oh.
That's good. Alhamdulillah.
It's the bare minimum, guys, but I'm just trying to be real.
No, but it's like a change of mindset and character. Like to change so much, you're gonna fall into old habits and stuff like that. It's natural. It's with time that you're able to normally pick up a trait like that. But the fact that you're doing it now, that's actually really good.
Yeah, like it's like reflexes.
I think that comes from like the people that are surrounded. around you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you've yourself been surrounded by all your friends wearing headscarf and stuff like that. So you're used to like, oh, there's a guy coming. Someone's knocking on the door. Oh no, don't open the door because they're this. So that's what they say. You should have good friends people around you. Right?
No, but even just reflexes doing it. I'm saying like even mentally, like I could think, bro, it's not that deep. Like go Google my name and see my hair. Like I'm just gonna go to the postman.
Yeah, but you do realize that
Allah judges you off your intentions.
Yeah, and not just that. Like if you've tried your hardest to get as many things off the internet and you've repented sincerely and you're trying now and no one can see your hair now, then I don't think you'll take. From my understanding, I don't know. Only Allah knows, and maybe there is. Scholars that have covered this topic, but from how I understand our religion and how things are normally based in other ways, I don't think you'll take sin for that.
Yeah, only Allah knows, because they say if you repent, then
Allah and you've tried your hardest. You can't help now that the picture's there. You made a mistake. You've repented for it. It's like people with a tattoo. You repented for that, but people it's still on your body. But you're gonna take sin for it? No, you repented. You've been forgiven.
With that being said, I think I was a bit you have to renew your intentions of everything you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've always said I wanted to do it, and at the start it was just doing it just to do it. I'll be honest with you, it was doing it just because I've said it. You made that dua, and I had the feeling there and then. It wasn't like oh my god, I need to fully cover myself and do that. It wasn't that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It wasn't like I didn't have an epiphany and think this is so haram. It was like, look, just do it, and then it will be a process. You'll slowly and yeah, like I said, when I was going through, those comments were getting to me. Wallah, I say this now, I think the thing that really has made me fall in love with it is how beautiful and the comments and how nice and how sweet everyone has been about it. Like, you don't get it. There'll be people that don't know me and they'll comment, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, you've inspired me to do it. They're giving me advice. And I genuinely hope that all of the people that commented that, even on our last episode, I hope you guys get reward for it.
I mean,
because
inshallah.
You don't know that you could have been the reason for me to just firm it, even though it's just been a week.
Yeah.
But then again.
But you know, like you said something really good there. You said renewing your intentions, which I think is something that we actually should take into every aspect of our lives. Because sometimes we do things and it starts off as a good intention, and then you get a reaction, and you start doing it more because of that reaction.
Yeah.
So you also should be conscious of that, inshallah, that you don't just start wearing it and become full modest and everything because the views are up, people are loving it, I'm getting nice comments, they love me, like, and then all of a sudden you're not even doing it for Allah, you're doing it for them.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna lie, when I do hide from the postman and hide from guys on FaceTime.
That's how you know it's.
That's when I'm like, oh, I've done this.
Yeah, it's like there are moments of like when you're praying and it's just for you and Allah. No one's witnessing you praying.
Or when you do charity.
Like and you hide it.
You genuinely hide it, even from your like mum.
So that's where the genuineness comes from. Like, if you're doing it in the moments where it's only that you and that person, no one can judge, or like you're gonna be seen, and you're actually taking the precaution and like going out your way to cover up, then inshallah.
Knowing that only Allah sees. Yeah. So that's why I do try to renew my intentions. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really love it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I get excited. I don't know how to explain it. And may Allah keep this in my heart forever. I genuinely, wallah, don't think I'll ever take it off. I hope that I just get better. But the way I feel wearing it is so, it sounds silly, but AYOUB, like, I feel like so precious. Like, I feel like, I know it sounds nuts.
No, but that's how you're meant to feel.
I feel like when I'm out, number one, when I'm home and I like my hair's washed and I'm like, you know what, it feels so good that I get to see this. Only I get to see this, and women, I don't know how to explain it.
Listen, that is the whole point. That's what I mean. This is my take on it anyway. And if you're not Muslim, you don't know this, hopefully this doesn't offend you. It's just how we see things, how we view things. Because if anything, it shouldn't. But women are so precious and beautiful in themselves. Like, you're not just any type of, you know, like, you know how men are. I feel like we're rugged around the edges, all this stuff. Women's beauty is like on a different level. Yeah. And the whole point is that it's guarded, it's safe, you're precious. Yeah. You're not just accessible to everyone. That's not the point. Even men aren't, but I'm saying the way we view it. So the beauty of you being able to like feel like that yourself as well, from covering up and knowing that this is just for me and my husband. Like, no one else gets to see what's going on. It makes what you have more special.
If I feel, I don't know how to explain it. It's such a weird feeling, but guys, if you're thinking of doing it, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm going to touch on something difficult that happened. I just feel like happy and excited and like, and it's weird. My whole life, right? I've never been identified as a Muslim. I don't know if you're the same, but if I get in an Uber.
Oh, you mean like if people don't look at you? Yeah.
No one will ever. I've never had someone say Salamu Alaikum to me in my life. On my 25 years of living, because they look at me and they don't know if I'm a Muslim.
Wow, I never deep that.
And this never happened, ever. So no one's ever been like, Salaam alaikum, or spoke about. I'm always the one, I always make sure to go out of my way when I see someone's a Muslim to say Salaam alaikum so they know I'm a Muslim. Yeah. Do you get it? And I've just, I'm not going to lie, I've kind of had a privilege because I've never really faced Islamophobia other than, you know, in school and when they knew we were Muslims. Like, I don't just face Islamophobia on a daily basis, how hijabis would and stuff like that. So the first beautiful thing was I like got in an Uber and the guy was like, Assalamu alaikum. And I was like, how did you know I was a Muslim? Like, straight away, I was like, how do you know I was a Muslim? I was like, I'm wearing a hijab. He's speaking to me about Ramadan. He's being so like respectful and like smiling. And I'm like, oh, that felt really good. And then the next Uber guy done it exact again, speaking about Ramadan. And it was just, it was like a nice thing.
Next thing you know, this has got Uber men at the door. We're trying to get married.
Imagine. But then again, when you're out, well, there's two sides of it. A couple of times I've clocked that men will like move, like they'll kind of be like, look at you, smile, but then they'll put their head down and like kind of not try come in your vicinity. It just feels so good.
I'm telling you as a man, and I know it's just the way we're wired and built. Friends will contest this. Men watching this will contest this. When you see, I don't know, there's some men that don't, by the way.
Yeah, I know this.
But
I'm going to tell you something that happened.
when you're built with good intentions and all that stuff, when you see a girl in hijab, I like feel awkward. I'll see a woman with her kids and she'll wear a headscarf. I'll cross the street and like move around just for the purpose of wanting them to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And like you have a different level of respect. Not that I disrespect women that don't wear it.
Yeah, of course.
But I'll probably just walk past her brush, not even thinking about it. But
Yeah.
because I see that, it like sparks that thought in my mind that, okay, I need to be a bit
Because you can see she's making a conscious effort to hide her beauty and to not be
seen and stuff like that.
Touched by men, looked at by men. So you then feel even worse, which I get what you're saying. Some people might be like, oh my God, how do you... You're not saying you have different levels of respect. You're saying it's also love. It's for love out your own religion.
Yeah,
as well.
not just that. It's a reminder.
Yeah.
Because I have the same level of respect for all women. But seeing a woman with a headscarf reminds me of how I should be acting when I'm around them. For example,
especially in a non-Muslim country.
It's similar to like when you go to the mosque, as you won't experience this, but as a man, when you go to the mosque and you see the women's section, you're like purposefully not looking over there. Like I'm trying to make it obvious, and also, I'm like walking past, like that's not even an area that I'm trying to look at or make anyone feel uncomfortable. Sometimes you forget and you look and you're like, oh crap. Like, do you know what I mean?
Saw me looking,
like not that I'm trying to look, but you just wander around the room, whatever, or you look in a certain direction because you hear a noise or something like that. But it's similar when you're out and you see a hijabi. Like I'm not gonna sit and try and make eye contact with you or like anything. You're like, okay, let me keep to myself.
Yeah. So I've noticed that happened. But then the bad side to it, which I was speaking about last, is, and it's kind of sad. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit sad. Is I'm usually like very like. I feel like I'm a friendly person when I'm out. I like to like say hi to people, be like, how's your day? Like, I just like to do that.
Yeah, you'll give people energy.
And I'll speak to them and I'll be like, obviously if I'm having a bad ADHD day, I'm overwhelmed, I probably wouldn't, but I'm that sort of person where that's what I like to do. And like, if I'm going past someone, I will never just walk past. I'll be like, excuse me, oh, thank you so much, I'm so sorry. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I'll never just walk past and be like, ever. I don't do that. I hope so. Imagine I've never done that. Someone's sitting there like, bitch.
Yeah, I remember you.
And so I was walking past a woman. No, the woman was the shelves were here and the woman was standing here and she was looking at me and I said, excuse me, and I smiled. And I'm making a conscious effort, AYOUB, to when I'm around non-Muslims or people that look like to smile a lot and be like, how are you? Like I'm making more now. Just so that in their head, if they are Islamophobic, they don't like Muslims, they're like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Like even the Uber guy, he wasn't a Muslim when he dropped me off today, but I tipped him. And I'm just thinking, like, just set a good example for Muslims, if that makes sense. So maybe the next time, if he is, I'm not saying everyone's Islamophobic, like, do you know what I mean? But she was the shelves were here, and she was standing here, and she could see me. She looked at me, and I was like, oh, excuse me. And she kind of just looked at me and looked back, and she did not move. And she was with her kid as well, so she could speak and stuff. She could understand. And I was like, excuse me. And then she kind of just didn't move. So I had to squeeze through her. And then I was kind of like, whoa. And I was like, nah, maybe I'm just overthinking it. And then my friend came behind me and she was like, did you see what she just done to me as well? Like, she was like, do you see what she just done to me? And I was like, what? She was like, she was kind of vexed. I'm not going to lie. She was like, yeah, she wouldn't move out of the way. Like, we just...
HijAB start beating up a woman.
So I don't know, Allah Alam, she might not, it might not have been because we're hijabis, but yeah, I faced that. And then I walked to the counter and then like the lady, the cashier, do we say cashier here?
I think so. They know what it means.
Usually I just get a lot of conversation, a lot of energy, and I saw her energy with the white people in front of me, and it was very like this. And then with me, she wasn't being rude, but she was very like minimal conversation. I was like, oh, you don't really have like a big cat selection here. She was like, no, kitten selection. She's like, yeah, we don't.
Oh, that annoys me.
And I'm kind of like smiling, oh, thank you so much, have such a good day. And I'm just like, okay, so that's fine. We deal with that. It's normal. That's not like something I'm going to go home and cry about. But it's... That's
so annoying, I can't lie.
But that's why Allah rewards Muslim women who go out there and they're like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know that stuff like that? I think that's one of my, like, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not the type of person my temper is very, like, hard. It's hard to get me angry or anything like that.
Yeah,
and
I think it is.
I'm not the type of person to have road rage, to have anything. I don't have nothing. But the only times I do, and it sounds funny, but I'll only get road rage or get annoyed if, for example, I'm driving and if someone cuts me off, I'll be like, oh, it's all right. I won't even beep unless they're going to hit my car just to let them know that they're close. I'll just, oh, what are you doing now? Never mind, let them go. But if I accidentally cut someone off, I make the mistake, and then they're like, "Babe, what the hell?" And then I'll be like, "What?" That's when I get angry. Because I get annoyed that I would let you pass, and then the fact that you got annoyed at me making a simple mistake.
That's what happens in life as well. Islamically, that's why you don't expect things, and you don't let other people's bad intentions change your character and conduct.
That's the only time I like lose a little bit of like self-control. Is like I've had situations where, like, for example, and I'll say sorry, and then they'll still be there going off. And then one time it happened, I accidentally cut off this guy in his car, and he started going off great, like beeping around. I was like, "Oh, sorry," and he put his middle finger at me and then drove off. And I was like, "Nah." I got annoyed that he got angry. I put my foot down, started chasing him, and then when I got closer to him, he was like, "Oh, nah, sorry," because I started chasing him, and I was like, "All right," and I felt bad, like I wouldn't be able to carry on being annoyed. I was like, "Okay."
No, you're gonna laugh so much. This is so bad. I don't even know if I can say this right, but I know someone from back in the day where they would always keep a walkie-talkie.
That's so funny.
Nah, you don't get it, yeah? He would always keep a walkie-talkie in his car, and then whenever someone does like some sort of cutting him off or they're rude to him, like road rage, he won't even like, I'm saying, I don't know, he might have times where he gets angry, but he'll just straight away do this and be like, pull over, and they'll pull over and he'll just drive off. But he just goes around.
I'm gonna do that. That's so funny. Like, don't do a reaction, just be like a disappointed point of reaction.
Yeah, no, but I think one time he did tell me that he like actually spoke to the guy, and the guy was like, "Please don't give me a ticket."
What if you do it to an undercover and then you get done for impersonating a police officer?
No, by the way, that is illegal, but it's not illegal to get a walkie-talkie and go. I mean, that's too, but it's different. Don't get out your car and be like, "Look, I'm arresting you under section 48(1) of
the road law, traffic laws." Yeah. You're actually going to prison for 5 months.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's funny.
So my point is, sorry, me going out of my way and being nice to someone and then getting that energy is what ticks
in, like,
in my heart is when I start getting frustrated. And I don't do anything, but there's a part of me that wants to just be like, headbutt him over the counter.
Yeah, but that's where we're getting tested by Allah.
Yeah,
because if you feel that feeling and you still go. But I've got a tip for the ladies. I don't know if it'll work for men. It might do. Guys, when I tell you, like, I feel like I've done some crazy things when driving. When I say, like, cutting people off, like, I'm that person that AYOUB hates and you'll probably hate.
No, I don't even mind them. It's just when you react to me accidentally doing something.
Yeah, that's true. But what I've realised is if you go like this, sorry, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you act like a silly little girl.
No, straight away, like, oh, like, when you do that, well, I've never had someone, even if they're angry, to be like, oh,
yeah, you're funny.
I've had it
all
all
the
the time.
Sorry. When they forgive you, and just do the same thing to the next person. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I've clocked ladies. I'm not joking. That's the way. Don't ever be rude. Don't ever just be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Even when they're really angry, I've clocked. They're just like, oh, okay, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. And it's like, yeah, that's funny. And so I just want to say, because I want to move on from the topic of hijab, because I don't want to make it my whole personality. Like, it's only been a week. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you got some leeway.
It's like a little update.
If we're doing this in a few more episodes, then I'm going to be like, shut
yeah,
up.
all right,
we get it.
So something, I kind of cried yesterday, and it was like...
Oh, for the 5th time? No, I'm joking.
It was the first time I cried in a week, actually, in like a long time, because I don't know if you know, but I don't really cry that much. I let it all build up, and then I cry like once a month.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that. Yeah.
Really? I feel like I've got an image of you crying like
no,
all the time.
Not really. Like maybe when I'm going through. I mean, like on a normal.
Oh, normal. I thought you meant like when stuff's happening.
No, not when stuff's happening.
Or normal, like
normal basis.
Yeah, like life is just moving how life moves.
Yeah. Even with like this everyday struggles.
Okay.
I'll usually just let things build up, and I'll have a cry like once a month. But I kind of cry. Sorry, I'm gonna flick my skin that I just peeled off my hand. I know it's so gross. So I cried yesterday, but it was because of someone else, and it was because of like a hijab struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know I shouldn't, and whatever. It was just a little cry. It wasn't like, it was just like tears down my eyes, and I was kind of saying to my friend, like, bro, what's the point? Like, maybe they're right.
When you say that's so funny, what's the point?
No, let me explain
like
why.
there isn't a hellfire.
No, let me explain why. I know, stuff like what I meant is, I'm not doing it properly, they're right, so what's the point if I'm not going to do it properly?
Yeah.
Do you get it? But it was sort of a thing where I'm not just the average person whose mental health is great, and my mood fluctuates anyway with the things that I'm struggling with. So add on top of that struggles of like certain things like and you changed.
Yeah.
But what happened is, and it was actually on live, there was about 300 people watching. It was on Diary Rooms Live. And so a lot of you probably know and witnessed it. But we were at Tim Hortons and we were walking past, and these guys like beeped at me. Their cars were next to each other, and there was two of them there. And then it was after Tarawih at the time. There was two of them in that car and one of them in that car. And then I'm walking in front of their car, but I'm running a little bit because it's raining. So I think they thought it'd be funny to like beep at me. But they thought it was like, they're trying to flirt basically. So they beeped and I kind of jumped and they were like giggling, like in a cute way, like how you'd flirt with someone. And then I looked at them and I was like, for Ramadan, I was like, how are you flirting during Ramadan? I just said that to them. And then I think one of them got like embarrassed, but he just straight away said, oh yeah, why are you wearing tight clothes? And I was thinking in my head, I don't think I was wearing tight clothes, but I wasn't wearing an abaya and like covered. Do you get it? And then I was kind of a little bit in shock. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? Aisha's a G. Like, Aisha's a real one. Because me, you know how you think I am?
Yeah, you changed. You just went into quiet mode.
I kind of went into quiet mode and I was like, whoa. And I kind of just let it hurt my feelings, which I don't know why. Because... yeah. And Aisha went off on him. She went up to him. She was like, why don't you lower your gaze? And he was like, oh, shut up. And she was sticking it on him. Like, Aisha was fully sticking it on him. But by the way, there's two sides to me. I've got this little quiet side. But the other side was, yeah, I'll wear it when your sister stops. Like,
yeah.
Do you get it? I've got the other side of me that like says that, wants to say that. And then, but I feel like because I got a bit hurt, I like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I like tried to ignore it, but then I just couldn't. I tried to get on with it, and then like 10 minutes later I went home, and just in the Uber, I think I was just thinking about it, and I just had like tears, and I was like, bro, like, is that what everyone actually thinks? Like I am wearing this, like, I don't know, I was just thinking in my head, bro, I'm not wearing how Allah would want me to fully. And then I'm like, I don't know, it just gets in your head, not gonna lie, and I got a bit upset about it. And also got upset because why are you violating during Ramadan and a woman? Why would you want to make someone feel like that?
Yeah, but was he even Muslim?
Yeah, if he was Muslim, that's why he understood when I said during Ramadan. They were.
Yeah.
They
true. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said. Yeah,
exactly.
Not. You've got to remember as well. Our religion is perfect, but the people aren't. So
I know, but it's
that's
just
how
like,
it goes.
why would you do it?
No, actually, I always find it so confusing. Wallah, because especially as someone, I could never bring myself to ever say that to someone or act like that. So I'm just as confused as you when you think in the situations.
Yeah.
I can't like sit here and relate, but like, well, he's a guy. I understand because we both all think.
Yeah.
Wallah, like I find it just as confusing. I would never like try to disrespect a woman like that ever. But some people just have it in them.
Do you not have a mum? Do you not have sisters? And also, not just that. And this is why I say to trolls online, do you not fear that Allah's going to repay you in this life?
Yeah, but a lot of trolls are not even Muslim, man. A lot of them just know about the Muslim culture and they see the TikToks and they just join in.
Okay,
they just join in.
Even that. Are people not scared? Oh, look, there's making genuine mistakes and be like, oh, you know what? I've hurt someone's feelings. I've done this. I said this. I've backbited. I feel bad. But are people not like scared of consequences? Like that, as a guy, I would be scared to say that because I know one day I'm going to have a daughter and Allah can like punish you in this life. Like I was watching something that said if your life's going bad, like look around the sins you're doing or who you've hurt first and then obviously ask for it. Do you get it? And I wouldn't, as a man, I wouldn't do that knowing that one day I'm going to have a daughter and there could be a man that makes my daughter feel like that or says that to her just because
she could end up wearing worse.
Yeah, exactly that as well. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah. But other than that, let's move on from the hijab. Other than that, I'm not going to lie. I really, really would recommend it to anyone that is thinking about it or has it in their heart, the smallest amount. I feel beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I feel like I respect myself more. I want to make more of an effort when I'm at home to look cute for myself.
Yeah.
It's just a very beautiful thing. And
Alhamdulillah.
even though obviously I'm not doing it the complete proper way, I just feel like, why didn't I do this sooner? I'm not going to lie. And I love it.
That's sick. Inshallah, Allah just increases that feeling for you.
And thank you guys as well for your comments because they really, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. And also, whilst we're here, we forgot to say it at the start, we are this Ramadan participating in a charity. So Nishan will give you some more
I do want to
on
speak to you about that. So we were doing like a Feed the Fasting campaign, which is like feeding people in Morocco. So this charity, we can post some videos as well. We're going to post some videos where we can see the people who are genuinely living in huts and they don't have food and this and that. There's a lot going on and they're struggling, like very much so. But I've realized that first of all, thank you to everyone that has donated. But I've realized, and also my friends have realized who are doing it, that it's moving slower than campaigns for other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And number one, I just want to say, guys, you get reward no matter where it is.
Yeah.
Like, you will get reward. Literally, any charity you do with good intentions, you're not going to get more reward if this country has more.
Is it weird that I felt like that? You know, when I was like, oh, wait, we're doing one from Morocco, I felt like we weren't, like, are people going to donate?
So here's the thing, right?
And then also, because it's our home country, I felt like, are they going to think that we're just doing it because it's our home country?
So here's the thing, right?
So I just didn't say anything to you, though. I just felt like, yeah, we'll do it. But in my head, in my heart, I kind of felt like maybe people won't really like support it as much.
So here's the thing, right? And you get it in your head as well. Like, even when it comes to like building a well, if you guys ever see it, or if you've ever been in that position or contributing, it will give you the options of where to do it. And like, in your head, you do, even though you know you're going to get the good deeds, you do think in your head the most, oh, this country probably needs it more. And I'm not going to lie, if I saw Morocco on that list, because of the way that people portray Morocco, and because Moroccans have a lot of pride in the sense where they don't want to show the poverty that's going on in Morocco. And I was speaking to Jay about this. They don't. Like, even a lot of people who Siam charity went to go and help, a lot of the people didn't want to be filmed, which is fair enough. But it was more just not out of a pride thing. It was a thing where they didn't want to show themselves accepting help. A lot of the people, they said that. So even me, like, if I saw Morocco on there, as a Moroccan who has seen it and witnessed it firsthand, I probably wouldn't click on Morocco straight away. But I didn't really think about it until we uploaded our charity, and I realized it's moving very slow. Like, and obviously we need to promote more, and thank you guys to you guys anyway.
Yeah, thank you to everyone that's donated.
Like, I mean, Allah reward every single one of you. But yeah, the thing that is because it's a Feed the Fasting campaign, but I've now spoken to the charity and like Juwadia, because it's like Juwadia's family and her mom and sister who are like running it, and we are gonna, I think, switch it up to feed the fasting. Of course, like, we'll keep some of the money is gonna go towards that, but also we're gonna put some of the money towards a mosque, and then the mosque is 10,000, and then anything after that, what we're gonna do is the money is gonna go to the children and the orphans in need and the families in need. So when we say family in need, they're literally living in huts. Like, Khawla went to the schools, and they had one toilet, and they had like, I think it was one teacher for like I don't know, she said something ridiculous, like 70 kids with different class, like one teacher, and they're in one room. School. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And there was one toilet, and it's not even a toilet, it's just a whole year. And they're like, look, just if you need to use a toilet, just try not to open it, because so they're really, really struggling. But I feel like because it says Morocco, we tend to forget, and me as a Moroccan, I do as well, and I've seen it. But it made me a bit upset. And I think it made, like, you know... a lot of people, I think I saw a few comments asking about percentages, like how much of it is going to... And from what I know, it's 100% going towards that. I think
the website takes a percentage for using the website, right? Does GoFundMe take a percentage?
Is it GoFundMe? Possibly, but I can find out, and we'll write it here on the screen before we post this. We'll have all the full details. But so
if it's not on the screen, it'll be in the description.
Yeah, so that's the thing that I wanted to say is now I thought, like, we've done the Feed the Fasting, which may Allah reward all of you, and I think now let's work towards a mosque. I've spoke to...
With the same link though?
Same link, it's the same link, but we're going to hopefully do it towards a mosque, and imagine, guys, we do that again, like... Also, I spoke to the SWAT project, and our boreholes are done. I don't know if you know this. They've been done for a while. They just, like, it was communication issues. Like, they're going to send us, or I'm going to ask them to send me the photos. And the plaque, I made them put in honor of, I think, the Sadly Relatable family.
Oh.
So I didn't put Sadly Relatable podcast.
Yeah.
I put SR family.
Okay, I was going to say, you didn't put Sadly Relatable,
no,
the actual
Sadly
word
Relatable.
as well.
I put...
that's a bit sad. They come in, it's like, Sadly Relatable, like, it's sad that we relate to you.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it might be a bit of an insult.
No, I put SR and then I put family.
Okay, that's
So I
good.
didn't want to put like podcast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't it was everyone had done it,
No.
but I wanted to show you guys that that's something we all done together.
Oh, that's beautiful. I can't wait to see that.
So hopefully by the time we edit this,
I might be able to pop it here.
Yeah.
Oh,
inshallah.
look at that.
But yeah, sorry guys, I'm like going on a tangent and about our charity, and
everything will be linked down below.
Everything will be linked down below, guys. And just like in your head, remember Allah sees your intentions, and you get the same amount of reward for any country. And I also believe you should donate to everything that you see, guys. I would say to get the best reward, pound here, pound there, or whatever you can
Yeah,
do.
to all different types. Because even me, I find myself maybe, because obviously it's important as well, like the Prophet, peace be upon him, was an orphan and stuff like that. So I like tend to favour orphan charities.
Yeah.
But then I remember like there's so much in other places that you can gain reward as well.
And you can do them both.
Yeah, you can do both, literally.
You can do them both. And yeah, so that's what I was going to say. And yeah, I think it's beautiful how everyone's being this Ramadan, and I love it, and I love you guys, and thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. But
I do.
we're going to leave.
Are you enjoying Ramadan? Yeah, charity down below.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
your last 2 Ramadans were terrible, so this one is like
2. What happened in the first one? Oh yeah, it was quite bad.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But just before I moved out.
Yeah. So like now it's like no matter how, even as long as this one's a little bit better than them,
Yeah,
it's like,
no. I feel like
it's like a small standard to hit.
Yeah, I feel very peaceful. And my last Ramadan, I don't know if I said this, but
yeah, you did.
Yeah, my last Ramadan wasn't the best,
Yeah.
and then I had a very bad year, and I feel like now I'm just like peaceful.
That's good, man.
What about you? How's your Ramadan? How's it's been like 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, everything's good.
You've been cooking.
Yeah. So I've started this little series on TikTok where I cook iftar for me and my wife. So she's like the cook of the household basically, but I've like taken a day or two to cook. Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm blessed. But yeah, so it's actually been fun because I'm like cooking things that I'd never cooked. Like I've cooked pastas and stuff like that, but I would just get like a ready-made sauce. But then now I've been cooking stuff and making the sauce.
Scratch.
Yeah, making the sauce myself, and it's kind of made me. It's so weird because I was telling my wife the other day, I could, if this was to go viral, I would do food content for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
it's actually so fun.
You
and
enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And also not just
Is that why today I was like, oh, I'm going to cook for you guys. You're like, yeah, we'll help you cook. He was like, we'll cook for you if you want. We'll cook.
A little bit. I have caught the cooking bug a little bit. It's quite fun.
Really?
Yeah. And also, I've noticed, like, even on TikTok, like a few of like my food stuff always tends to do well. So you never know. Maybe you get Chef AYOUB in there.
Is the food actually nice though?
Yeah, no, that's what's making me enjoy it.
Okay, AYOUB's
like the
wife,
pasta I
put
made.
a thumbs up or a thumbs down. No, but be honest. Okay, do it like a clock. Oh, she's got full on.
Yeah,
So
listen.
she said it's really nice.
My pasta was banging. Like I ate it and I was like, I can make this every day. It was so nice.
Oh, that's
I'll make a few
so
one day,
cute.
inshallah. It'll be sick.
That's so cute.
But yeah, I've been enjoying the Ramadan. It's been good. The only thing is I haven't been training like I had such a set routine. I was going boxing 4 days a week. Now that's like gone, and I'm trying to like find ways to do it after.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I'd rather prioritize Tarawih. Like I wouldn't like I know how much benefit I can get from this month, so I wouldn't mind missing out on like fitness and restarting when I'm done because I know the rewards and everything I can gain in this month.
You're putting aside your like physical training and hard work for your mental and your akhirah, which is like, do you get it?
Definitely.
Another thing is, I think everyone's like that. Like my sleeping pattern, I just fixed it. I just about fixed it.
You did? I know it is.
I did.
Mine's gone now as well.
No, mine's very bad. Like very, very bad.
Mine, it wasn't, and now it is. Like I'll be like, I need to get some stuff done at work, and it gets to like 2. And then almost 3, and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna be up in an hour anyway.
Yeah, and you're like, I might as well just stay up for Fajr. That is the one thing that's ruined my sleeping pattern. Oh, it's Fajr, literally an hour. But then after Fajr, you still haven't wind down. Like you're not in your bed, which usually takes 30 minutes to an hour. And then, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like if we just accept it, that our sleeping patterns and your gym routine and certain things are just gonna be off till after Ramadan, I feel like we get to just enjoy it, you know. I saw this TikTok, right, of this kind of relates to what you're saying. There's like everyone is like laughing at our generation as teachers now. Yeah. I don't know if you've clocked, but our generation are now the
Which
teachers.
is weird. I went to Semi's school thing, and like his head of year was like talking to me, and it was like, yeah, I'm 25, and I'm like 27. I was thinking, what? Like when I go to schools, I imagine adults because when I was a kid, everyone was adults. Old. Yeah. And
actually, when I watch a TikTok, because I want to watch a TikTok with you because it's so hilarious, and I'll message the person and see if it's a kid. I think you can watch TikToks on. You can react to TikToks. Yeah, I don't know. But trust me when I say it is so hilarious if you look at the teaching style of our generation of teachers.
I'm kind of want to see it. 1 second. Let me just.
It's literally right here.
Do you know what? That's funny.
So like.
Yeah, because that's how we'd be in a sense.
But if we had a teacher like that, we would love it. Like you can tell that they're the teachers.
Yeah, and although he's talking to him like that, he's probably his favorite.
Yeah, exactly. And they're the sort of teachers that as well you would like kind of know that you'd get on with the most. So that's the sort of teacher that is a favourite teacher.
So for us, that was our like PE teachers back in the day, because they're always just like, and it's funny because I've actually got a friend who is a PE teacher, and like sometimes he'll post stories when he's like that, and and he was telling me stories of like stuff that's happened with the kids, but because they see him as like the young cool one compared to what they've got. But yeah, that's funny.
I find that so hilarious, I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like seeing our generation's teachers is just like, I love it. Like their outfits, I've seen like some teachers are like, a full week of my outfits as I teach my class, and then like she's got like these trendy outfits, and I'm like, boy, that is just so like heartwarming to see.
I feel like we're definitely the cooler generation of teachers compared to the ones above.
Yeah, because it was usually like a lot older people. And
they weren't even like our parents, they were like just above them, I feel like.
But now I feel like, it's cute.
But you know what, actually, I say that, and it's the first time this has started to happen, and it's really weird. I was talking to Semi about it the other day. He would like come up to me and be like, "Oh, do you know this rapper Yeet something 5189110? Oh, have you seen what he did?" And I'm like, I'm actually like, I'm on TikTok, and I'm like thinking, there's actually starting to have a generational gap between us with like trends, like how we were with our parents. Like, obviously for us it was a lot greater because we were like in social media and things like Vine came out, and maybe our parents weren't on it at all. But I'm even on the app and I'm missing out on certain things.
I've clocked Semi as well because I still see him as like a little baby. I'm not gonna lie. And then I see his outfits, and I'm like, what the hell? Who is this grown, fashionable man? And I realized like he's actually like, he's going to be 16 in a couple of months in July, I think. But like, I was speaking to him and he'd be like, say nothing. I'm like, what are you saying?
Sometimes I find it rude that he talks like that. I feel like telling him off, and I'm like, but like, what am I going to do? Like, it's not that he's saying anything rude. He's just saying certain things, or like he'll reference certain slang words or certain things in videos, and I'm like, you're not allowed to speak like this. You're 5 in my head still.
I still see you as a baby, but he like tells me that like because I'm like I like to get juicy.
Yeah, initially go in there and be like, so in your school, who's smoking? Who's doing this? Tell me.
I'll be like, so Semi, does anyone smoke? And then he'll be like, yeah, loads of like the people smoke. It's normal. Sorry, I don't want. Imagine his friends are watching this.
No one smokes.
And they think they think no, and they think he's snitch. Semi's a snitch.
You're the only one that smokes. It's him.
No, what I mean is he'll be like, yeah, it's normal, loads of people smoke. I'm like, no. I'm like, Semi, if you ever vape or you smoke weed, this is going to happen to you. And just to let you know, Allah's going to be really angry with you. And I feel like, whoa, calm down. This like I understand why it happened to us as well.
But do you know what's funny? I find it so hard to accept this, but in their heads, they think they're grown. Because like, I know what it was like when we were their age. Because for us, where we came from in Cambridge, it was literally like that. There was kids in relationships sleeping together. I'd go downstairs, year 7 would be smoking, I'm in year 11, I'd just be like, they're smoking. So you actually think you're grown, and it's so scary. And it's not until you get to this age that you realize being 15, you are a babe. Like, you're just
I know, and not just
so
that.
Weird.
When you were 15 or even younger, when you look at people our age,
old,
you would think of them as old, like written off. You're done now. Like, what are you doing? Why are you enjoying life? Just go, like,
you should be in a retirement home.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I just hit my prime.
And that's actually the way you see it, and it's so scary. There was something else I wanted to say. What did you mention before I said that?
Smoking.
You said smoking, and then so. Before we end the episode, I feel like I had this conversation with Jay, because obviously Jay grew up in London and we grew up in Cambridge, and it was majority of white people. So we had, like, when we were younger, I feel like we were just around white people. And then I feel like as we got to school and college, me anyway, I started like becoming friends with Asians, and that's when I got in touch with like my Muslim like self more, if that makes sense. And I started like learning about and wanting to like love my culture more, because we were just around white people, like to the point where I'd be so not gonna lie, when I was little, I'd be so embarrassed to like think, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it now, I'd be embarrassed for people to know I was a Muslim, because there was no other Muslims, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna find out, or this and that. Do
you know how crazy that is? Because like, even for me, I think I had one Bengali friend in school, but I tended to gravitate towards, obviously it was just white people, but then we had the Filipinos, and they were like the closest I could find to like ethnic people.
That you related to.
And we had similar things that I liked, for example, basketball, all this type of stuff. So like I did gravitate towards them.
All your friends were like Filipino. And you know one thing about Filipino people, let me tell you right now. They are the nicest people.
I love Filipino people.
Our mum has been in and out of hospital a lot.
That's one of the things I'd say I'm the most grateful for, because we've said this a lot as well.
Yeah.
Every time our mum's been to... Sorry, do you want to say it? Because I was about to cut you off and say it.
No, you can say it.
Whenever our mum's been to hospital, the Filipino nurses have always been so amazing. And we've had a few bad experiences, but every time it's been a bad experience, it's never been the Filipino.
Yeah, like I feel like anytime I felt my mum looked after the most, and they treat you like they love you and they treat you with care, even though they're so exhausted and like so tired and overworked, like all nurses are. They like put that aside. They're very selfless.
They treat you like they're your mum.
Yeah.
And they're tucking you in
know
some
how, like,
homemade soup.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
so true. So what I was going to say quickly before we wrap it up is there's been a bit of a culture clash, which I've realised with people from outside of London and people from inside London. So, and I know because I've got a friend from Manchester, and then obviously I've got friends in London. And in London, this is a bit taboo, I guess, but in London, if you were to lose your virginity, because there's such a big Muslim community, and it's like, obviously from young, it's like, nah, that's not okay. And if you're a Muslim and you've done that, you would be like kind of frowned upon and laughed at. Whereas in Cambridge, when I was telling Jay, if you hadn't lost your virginity,
you were the loser.
People would literally laugh at you. Like, I'm not joking, guys. When I say in college, I was literally laughed at. Like, they would call me names.
Yeah.
Wallah, they would call me names because I was a virgin.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, you're scared, haha. And when I told Jay, she was literally like, wait, you remember what you told me?
What?
That you found out something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, let me say. When I told Jay, she was like, "What?" And then I thought it was weird. And then I spoke to my friend in Manchester, and she was like, "Yeah, it was the same."
Yeah.
But remember, you said, "Did we speak about this already?"
I don't know if we did. I don't want to go into that because it'll be a long topic. But yeah, it was really weird, and I think that's what happens when you are kind of separated away from a Muslim community.
That's why it's important.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy how things are just different.
But a part of me is kind of happy that we grew up like that, because now I know what kind of things to look out for when I have children. I feel like
yeah.
Inshallah.
I agree.
So
Inshallah.
like everything's a lesson at the end of the day.
When you have children, when?
Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
Soon, inshallah.
Yeah, we'll see, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, so let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
We
need to do the shout of the week. We haven't done that in like forever.
Did we do it in the last? No, we didn't.
No, I don't think we did. Guys, we haven't done shout of the week. We haven't done cool segment. Guys, cool segment will come back after Ramadan, inshallah. I missed that. I missed the cool segment. If you're new here, we used to do a cool segment where at the end of every episode, we'd go through our DMs where people would have sent us their numbers, and we'd call them and have a second to like talk to them. And it'd be so fun. And yeah, I missed that. We'll bring that back, inshallah.
So I'm just going to... first of all, tell you guys that we love every single one of you that comments, even if you don't comment. But I do just want to give a shout out to a silent viewer, because we have a comment here on our last episode that said, silent viewer here to say, Allahumma barik, may Allah make it easy for you, Nisrin. I always make dua for you when you spoke about it, which is cute because she's like, doesn't usually comment. But then underneath it, we have appreciation for you. The first girl was called Mehvish. I think that's how you say names. Sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. And she's like, so beautiful. Allahumma barik. We're keeping you in our dua as always. And the second one was Nadia, and she said, can we just take a moment to appreciate how long it must have taken you to edit Nishan's hair out of the podcast videos? Allahumma barik. I'm so happy for you. May
Thank you so much.
This journey easy for you. Emin, thank you both.
I feel appreciated. Woo!
We just got a bit of appreciation, both of us. We love you guys so much.
No, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate that. It's cool.
There was a lot of love.
There was a lot of love, and I feel like the family is growing.
I know.
Yeah.
We love you guys so much.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
I've come to a point where I try not to say too much when like good things are going on. I'm like, just alhamdulillah.
Yeah, thanks. We kind of love you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to cook, so.
Yeah. Let's go. Thank you lot so much. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff that we do, guys. I also post on my YouTube channel where I post vlogs. They're really fun. Check it out. But yeah, Nishan, where can I find you?
You can find me smiling on my pillow. You can find me at It's Nisrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kayla Kasha on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Guys, we love you lot so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Ramadan Mubarak. Oh, quickly, I do just want to say, if you made it to the end as well, Sadly Relatable family, someone who is in the Sadly Relatable family cousin had passed away. May Allah grant her the highest ranks of Jannah.
Amen.
And I just wanted to ask if you guys could just make a dua for her, whether it's now, whether it's when you're praying, please, and make a dua for her family that he grants them sabr and her cousin the highest ranks of Jannah.
Amen.
And yeah, thank you so much if you do that as well.
Yeah, and I know a lot of you are always here towards the end, so inshallah that'll be a lot of you guys.
Inshallah.
Yeah, we'll love you guys and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.